everyone, it's Lucy from My Crazy Craft Life, and today I'm here with a design team post for Scrapping for Less. Today I'm going to be making this fun fold card, and it is a triple shutter fun fold, and it's really very simple to make. I've wanted to make one for a long time, and I didn't because I was a little nervous about doing it. So you're going to take a 5.5 inch by 12 inch sheet of paper, and you're going to score it at 2 inches, at 4 inches, at 8 inches, and then at 10 inches. And that's going to be all the scoring you do for this. Then you're going to take that same piece and you're going to make cuts in it. Now I'm going to end up flipping my cutter around so you can kind of see where you're going to be doing it. You're going to be doing it between the 2 inch score line and the 10 inch score line, and you're doing it at 1.5 inches on both sides. So you can either do it at 1.5 inches and then at 4 inches, or like on my cutter that I have right there, it actually is a 2 inches on the back side of the cutter, so you can kind of see. Now you can line that little line up right to the 10 inch and the 2 inch mark, so you can see exactly where it's going to be going. Make sure that you have it lined up there. You're going to be marking it at that 1.5 inches from the edge, and then going from the 10 inch score line to the 2 inch score line. And then like on this one, like I said, I'm lining it up on the back half of it, and that's 1.5 inches, and it's going to go again from the 2 inch mark all the way down to the 10 inch mark. And that's going to be cut. So those are your 2 cut lines. You have 4 score lines, and that's your entire card base. Now you're going to start with a mountain fold for the entire thing. The 2 side panel pieces, you're going to go in the opposite direction. So you're going to be doing a valley fold with those 2 on the inside, and then a mountain fold for the second one, and then a valley fold on that last one. Now the center piece, you're going to do the opposite of what you did on the side. So you're going to do a mountain fold and a valley fold. And then you're just going to kind of smush that together and then use your bone folder. Now this is a great project to use lots of scraps because you need a lot of small pieces, and you can pick so many different things, whatever you want to do and whatever type of scraps you have. I had some that I already cut all of these out so you didn't have to sit there and watch, but I have all the numbers for that. And like I said, you're just going to use your bone folder, and you want to make sure that everything is scored nice and crisp so that it kind of opens and closes easily. Then these are the panels that you're going to need for this card. Now I'm going to run through the back layering panel first with the sizes and numbers, and then I'm going to go for the pattern paper. So the back layering pieces, you'll need 2 at 5.25 inches by 1 3/4, 4 pieces at 1 3/4 by 1 1/4, 2 pieces at 2 1/4 by 1 3/4 inches, 2 at 3 3/4 inches by 1 1/4, and then 1 piece at 3 3/4 inches by 2 1/4. Now the panels for the pattern paper, or the top panel, are going to be 1/4 inch smaller all the way around for all of them. So you're going to need 2 5 inch by 1.5 inch, 4 pieces that are 1.5 inches by 1 inch, 2 pieces that are 2 inches by 1.5 inches, 2 pieces that are 3.5 inches by 1 inch, and 1 piece by the 3.5 inches by 2 inches. And I cut a lot of this out because you don't need to see me adhering all of these down or adding them all on to the different pieces. So, but you're just going to layer up the panels. And like I said, you can use so many scrap pieces to get rid of because you do not need to have matching patterns. These I matched certain parts of it, certain areas of it, and I kept those. The one thing I will tell you that you want to do is make sure as you're doing it, you're looking at the way the pattern goes and you're cutting it in the right directions, or that your patterns match if you are trying to match it up, so that you can make sure that they're doing that. Then the next thing I did here, I'm using some of the ephemera, and I'm just going to make a sentiment strip that says happy birthday, and I use that from the stamp that was part of this collection. I was big into scrapbooking for a long time, so I have a ton of 12-inch square pieces that I have not used in years because I haven't scrapbooked in years. So one, I think it's good to get rid of that. But if you don't have 12-inch paper, you can do this with two pieces, 11.5-inch, but you're going to actually need two separate pieces. You'll need one that is 10 inches by 5.5 inches, and then one that is 3 15/16 by 5.5 inches. And then you're going to score those kind of the same way. So you're going to score the 10-inch piece at 2 inches, 4 inches, and 8 inches. And then you're going to score the 3 15/16 inch at 2 inches. Now one of them is going to be a little bit shorter, and just mark it so that you know which side is the shorter one. And the shorter side you're just going to tape or adhere onto the 2-inch section by the 8-inch, or really it doesn't matter, on either side of it. And you're just going to adhere that shorter inch or the shorter one underneath that. And then that's going to give you the 2 inches on the end. And that'll give you your full 12 inches. And you're going to do it on the back side. So you're going to adhere the shorter piece, the 3 15/16 inch one, onto the back side of the card. And then you will make your cut lines. And that way you're going to have your 12-inch card, and you really won't see it much. You'll see it a little bit on the back, but it's not really that big of a deal or that noticeable, and it's the back of the card. So you really won't see it because you're layering it up with everything as far as the seam on the small part on the opposite side. So that's how you can do it with the 11.5-inch piece of paper. To finish this card up, you see I just added the sentiment. I added a piece of ephemera, the twine from the kit, and an enamel dot. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're going to be able to make it and get rid of lots of your scraps. And I hope everybody takes care. Have a great day. Stay healthy.